I met Dan last night, Kate.
DJ Dan?
No, not DJ Dan. No. I know DJ Dan already.
That's what I thought. That's why I was like, what?
My next-door neighbor's name is Dan, the new guy from Duplex. Yeah.
New neighbor Dan.
Yeah, it turns out Dan bought the duplex, inheriting a tenant, and then he is the other tenant. So, there we go. Kate, you pleased? Met this guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you thought it was going to be a short-lived, he's not going to be there that long, I'm not going to put in the time or energy.
I figured I would just run inside every time I saw him outside, just hide from him.
Right.
Avoid any interactions because I didn't want to invest the time.
Right.
But he's got this golden retriever, this nice golden retriever, pretty dog, that made its way into my backyard. And he's like, did you see how she got in there? And I was like, I thought she just ran through the gate and came over here. I was like, are you implying? He's like, okay, so apparently there's a hole in the fence or something that this dog gets through.
She's Air Bud. She jumped the fence.
Yeah, she totally flipped over it. It was amazing.
Dunked a basketball while she was at it.
Yeah, my brother came over. We hung out on the deck and ordered a pizza.
Nice.
And then here comes Dan creeping into his backyard, thinking he can go out into his own backyard. And I was like, okay, I will interact with you now. Here we go.
Did you offer him a beer or a slice?
No, I said, it's been nice interacting with you. I'm hanging out with my brother. Leave me alone now.
Scram, Dan.
I kind of hinted that, at least.
Oh, so you're one of those neighbors.
What? Yeah, here I am. I exist. Now go away.
I'm busy. Can't talk right now. Catch you later.
Kind of. I don't know. Is that bad?
Is it polite?
I don't know. I mean, someone's got company over, and it's like a one-on-one hang. I don't think I would want to start dominating their conversation on a beautiful night. Yeah.
I mean, I would think that they would know that, but the fact that you had to imply it, I mean, does that mean he wasn't picking up on the hint? Gotta go, Dan.
No, I think I think the interaction was well understood by all parties at all times. I think it was fine.
Okay. Well, nice.
It's me doing the overthinking thing. But
how old is he?
I didn't ask, but probably close to our age.
I figured it didn't come up in conversation, but...
How old are you, Dan?
I mean, I was just trying to get
When did you graduate from high school, Dan? I need to know.
Where'd you go to high school? That's usually a popular one, too.
Really?
I think so.
To a new neighbor?
No, just in general. Like, if are you from here? Yeah, where'd you go to high school?
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, I'm from the area. I grew up here and then lived in Denver and Omaha for a while. I was like, well, that's an interesting detour. Dan, okay.
Come on back, Jack.
I see you, Dan.
But you think he's right around your age?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, Kate, if it comes up, if I happen to be chilling on the deck and he's out there sometime, I'll say, hey, you want a beer, Dan? Come on over.
There you go.
I've memorized your name and everything.
I've memorized... What's the dog's name?
I don't know. That wasn't offered up.
Really?
No.
I wasn't expecting you to ask what's the dog's name as much as I was expecting Dan to, summons the dog or...
Yeah, here Lassie or whatever when the dog was running away. Yeah.
Right?
No, I did not witness Dan saying the dog's name, no.
Okay.
Interesting, yeah.
Which brother, Bob or Tom?
Bob. Bob came over.
Nice.
Yep, and so that means a weeknight drink,
Yeah, did you go, sorry, Bob, I don't drink on the weeks.
A strong night drink. No, I think that's going to be another... I'll let that be... I'll allow it.
I'll allow it, gotcha.
I'll allow weeknight drinks if they are with company. I think that seems reasonable.
Okay.
So...
That I agree. Yeah.
And it's so nice. It's so nice to be outside and go outside, It's like, it's that time of the year where you can go outside often. This is great.
Right?
USA.
So did you guys eat outside?
Yes. Yep. Nice. I had the instructions on the delivery. It's like, hey, bring that pizza to the back deck, please. Thank you.
Oh, well, look at you.
I said please and thank you. Is that what you're impressed by?
No, I'm saying fancy on your delivery instructions. I figured you would have wanted like a no contact, like, let me know when it's here and I'll come up front.
Well, instead, the pizza delivery guy brought it to the backyard and handed it to me.
Nice.
He's outside.
Well, yeah, it kind of surprised me.
Really? You think I would be just leaving directions like just abandon the pizza on the step, please, or something like that?
Well, usually that's what pizza delivery guys do is abandon the pizza at their post. But yeah,
well,
lots of places are doing no contact delivery where I think it's Pizza Hut that even has like a stand that they put the pizza on the stand. You come, you get it, you go inside your house, and then they come in, they get the stand, and then they leave.
Oh.
Yeah.
You needed to respond to that message?
Nope, I just put it on silent. Sorry. It was Microsoft Teams, HR.
Yeah, Microsoft Teams apparently was down for a little bit yesterday. I'm glad I found out after the fact.
Right.
Didn't need to experience that stress.
Would that stress you out?
Knowing that Microsoft Teams is down?
Yeah.
No, I guess not.
Okay. I was going to say, really? I'd be like, all right.
It's a good excuse to be like, oh yeah, sorry I didn't do all that stuff. Teams was down.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to ask you, how would you handle this situation? Okay, so we don't have a fence in our yard, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we are the house on the corner, and our sidewalk goes around our house, but does not, it like stops at the property line because there's not a house built yet on the next property line to have a sidewalk built that goes all the way around.
Okay, so you have an in-progress sidewalk that comes to a halt.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So you're walking down a sidewalk and then you're in dirt.
Correct.
Okay.
You have to really, I don't know, be over there to be on our sidewalk. Like, somebody just walking, why would you walk down a sidewalk that you're like, oh, that ends, I'm going to cross over where the sidewalk keeps going across the street? Right? You wouldn't keep walking until you hit dirt.
Yeah, you'd either, exit onto the street and just be on the left side of the road.
Right.
Or, track down a different sidewalk is what you're saying? There's a sidewalk? Okay.
So a woman was walking her dog last night. Tiny dog. So it's not like, okay, that's a great big, giant dog with giant turds or anything. But a woman was walking a tiny dog on our street or on our sidewalk, which I get it. It's a public sidewalk, but dog was in our yard. Dog was pooping in our yard.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a bag, which makes me think, okay, she's going to pick up turds. And she didn't. Should I have addressed that? Like, hey, are you going to get that? And she's not one of my neighbors on my street. So I've never seen her. Mm-hmm. But is it like, okay, if it was, you've got 10 feet and it's dirt. No one lives there. Sure, let your dog poop there. But it's obvious that your dog is pooping in someone's yard.
Yeah.
Where people are living.
So why do you think she had this bag with her?
Well, I assumed it was a poop bag. It looks like what we have for poop bags. But she didn't. It's like maybe she already picked up a turd but didn't pick up the other turds. My question is, should I have addressed it like, hey, you going to get that? Or
I don't know.
Could you pick up your dog's poop? Or
depending on the day, I could see saying something to somebody. You know what I mean? Me personally.
Right.
But most days I'm like, interact in a uncomfortable situation. Because that's kind of an uncomfortable call out, isn't it?
It is. And the only reason I saw this woman is because I'm driving away from our house. Like, I'm watching the dog poop.
Yeah.
I see her with the bag. I stop at the stop sign. She just keeps on going. And I'm thinking, do I go back and be like, are you going to get that? Because if I'm just random lady driving by, what's your problem? Keep on moving, sister. But she doesn't know that that's my house. I don't know. It was so funny because we're driving away and I'm kind of like, rah, 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 rah. And Finley goes, well, got to get that fence going, huh? Like, got to get that fence going, I guess. It's not like we're not going to be in the yard picking up turds anyways, but it's like, I would never leave my dogs in somebody else's yard. And she was well hidden, like nobody's seen her. You know what I mean? Like there's no other neighbors to be like, oh, that lady just let her dog poop in somebody else's yard and walking away.
You're saying there's no one there to judge her, basically? Is that what you're...
Or no one else to, like, notice. It's kind of like, I'm going to let my dog poop here because I'm kind of hidden. Like, nobody's going to notice.
I see. So she had the bag out for when she thought people might be paying more attention to her?
Or maybe she didn't bring enough bags. Like, maybe he already used the 2 bags that she brought. And she was just like, well, I'm out of bags. I'm just going to let him poop.
How?
I mean, so I'm not a confrontational person. But I'm also like, rude. Come on. What's going on?
Pick that up.
Right.
So you said you were in your car driving away from the house?
Yeah.
You witnessed this?
Coming around the corner.
Yeah.
And there's a stop sign right there. So I have to stop so I can watch her the whole time. And I watch that she doesn't pick up poop and she starts walking away. And part of, if we weren't in a hurry, I kind of feel like I would have U-turned and been like, hey, could you get those, please?
Get those.
Or, and here's another thing. I've walked my dog where I didn't have enough bags. And like, I will come back. But if somebody sees me, I'm like, I'm coming right back. I don't have enough bags. Or I'll double use a bag. I don't know.
How many deuces do dogs have in them on any given walk?
My dog goes like 4 times a day.
But in like the same walk span, though?
No. Just that's a daily. I'll say 3 times, 4 times tops.
So if you're going to take the dog on a walk,
at least once.
And so you need multiple bags in case the dog decides to go
have a big dog.
Has another 1 or 2 in the chamber.
Yeah. What if he had scrambled eggs that morning? He might need another bag.
Oh, dear.
I just would rather be prepared than not. So I always bring more bags than I probably ever need because they're also tied to my leash. That's another thing. Like, I have them on the leash. So like, got a bag. Here we go. I apologize that this... Basically, I'm asking, would you have confronted stranger pooper?
I don't think I personally would have, but I encourage you to.
Well, first time's a freebie. Second time, I'm going to call you out. No, I don't know. That's also a nice way to welcome ourselves to the neighborhood, right?
Yelling at people?
Oh, there's the crazy lady who lives in the corner house that yells at people for not picking up poop in their lawn.
Yeah, so did this used to be an allowed thing? Was this something that was allowed? Just letting your dog go wherever and just letting it be? Or has that always been a...
I mean, is that the reason why people put those signs in their yard? No pooping. With a little dog benched over?
I have not seen those signs.
Are you serious? You've never seen those in somebody's yard or on their fence or...
No. Mm-mm.
It shows a dog like haunching and it says, no pooping, please.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think that actually prevents the dogs from doing anything there?
I don't know, but it's supposed to talk to the owner, Matt, not the dogs.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Contrary to Disney cartoons, dogs can't read.
Wow, you're going to drop that heavy piece of knowledge on us today?
I'm sorry. I feel like somebody should have broken this to you a long time ago.
Why?
Walt, what have you done to me?
Why can't I have nice things, Kate?
Right?
Why can't I have nice things?
Sorry.
I just this dog thing, people dealing with these animals.
I mean, it's the same thing as, I just feel like it's inconsiderate.
I'll make sure I'm carrying bags with me everywhere I go when there's a dog.
I know. Oh, you got to carry the poop?
Oh, sorry, guys. Got to leave. My dog's going to defecate all over the house if I don't get home soon.
Yeah. True story. But you think those people using an excuse to get out of...
I think that's a...
Hanging out with you?
I think it's a... Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You don't even have a dog, do you?
Hey, there was some show, I think it was Veep with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, which I loved, but I never finished it. But good show. She's the vice president, and one of her major staff members had a fake dog so he could get out of like working late. Well, gotta let the dog out. Gotta get home.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And somebody's like, do you even have a dog? And he's like, yep. And he'd show pictures out of his wallet. It's not his dog.
I think it's fine just to say, I got to go. 9 o'clock's my bedtime. and instead of blaming the poor dog. But
I mean, was that a page in the DARE handbook? When confronted with peer pressure,
invent a dog.
Invent a dog. Or
yeah.
When confronted with peer pressure, just be honest. They won't give you trouble.
Yeah, you've got strength in numbers. You got the cold shoulder, right? Is that part of the DARE deal?
I think so.
And you got the invent a dog.
Okay, so
strategy.
I invented medication when I was confronted about smoking weed in high school. No.
Okay.
Yeah, smoking. Yeah, I was smoking, and I didn't want to smoke. And they're like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on this medication, and I probably shouldn't."
There you go.
And I was with a group that they probably wouldn't have said anything. They probably been like, "Okay, cool. She doesn't want to smoke." But I made up this I'm on this medication. And 10 minutes later, one of my girlfriends was like, "She's not on medication." I'm like, shut up.
Man.
So then I looked like a dummy for memorizing the DARE handbook for getting out of, for resisting drugs.
But that's not something that's in the actual handbook though, right? Inventing that you're on?
No, it's not invent a medication. It was just come up with an excuse why you can't. And
okay. Yeah, I didn't remember that one.
I don't know, Matt. I was a DARE ambassador, though.
You were?
I was. That means the DARE officer came to our high school, picked up a couple of us, and we went to the different grade schools with him. And we actually talked to kids about resisting drugs and alcohol.
Look at that.
And then they took us to Pizza Hut. We hit up the buffet.
Oh, Pizza Hut buffet. Tell you what.
Yeah.
Well, way to go, Kate. Very proud of you.
I was in it for the, all-you-can-eat breadsticks.
Narc.
No, but something that we were raised in, we were one of the first DARE classes, is that it was going to be running rampant in high school. And we were going to other grade schools that kind of filled into our high school. And we were able to say, it's there, but you're not going to be bombarded with it. You can avoid it. It's not going to be every Friday night, hey, you want to go get high?
Right.
So we were kind of able to give a realistic, it's fine. Just nobody's going to give you a hard time for doing it. Just don't do it.
A very special edition of Matt and Kate.
I know. It's like the ABC after school special.
Don't do drugs.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
I was waiting for one of us to do that bit. That guy with his dirty mustache and
I got that line from my 9-year-old the other day. I learned it from watching you, Mom. And she was talking about cussing. And I'm like, yeah, but my parents cussed and I didn't cuss. Don't do as I do as I say. Come on. And then I sound like my parents. And then I think of those Geico commercials where we can't help you from turning into your parents, but we can help you save money on car insurance. Yeah.
It's quite a journey you go on.
Quite a journey because I'm like, yep, turned 40 and now you are your parents.
I learned it from watching you, all right?
Well, you taught me these words. I'm like, I did not teach you. You've just overheard them. And you're smart enough not to use them. So don't use them. Then I got the question, when can I start cussing? When you have a college degree.
Is that how that works?
That's my standard answer these days. When can I shave my head? College degree. When can I date boys? College degree. When can I drive? 16.
Hey, you're pretty generous there.
Tired of picking you up. You gotta start picking yourself up.
I would like you to be able to tote me around from bar to bar.
Right. Mama needs a driver. No. Kind of. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Good times at our house. I will say that I think the last 12 months of current times, I've dropped the bar on my parenting cuss word allotment.
Oh, okay.
Dropped the bar, or I've raised the minimum.
Well, you dropped the ball, I think is the expression, right? Or you've lowered the bar of acceptance.
I've lowered the bar,
okay.
Dropped the ball. Oh, Matt, I'm just all over the place.
All these sports analogies today.
I know, and I found a list of common phrases that people are saying wrong all the time. So can I quiz you on some of these common phrases and you tell me which one's the correct one?
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
I've got my money on you, Matt. I think you're going to get these. But there was one that I definitely was wrong and I had no idea I was wrong on. So is it espresso or expresso? Espresso or EX-presso?
ES. Espresso.
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 There's lots of S's in that word. Espresso. Yeah. If you say espresso, people are judging you.
I'm not. Don't worry.
Because you're wrong. Okay. What about, is it butt naked or is it buck naked?
Oh, yeah, that one's buck.
Are you sure?
BUCK. Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Because you're like a deer. No clothes on, only horns.
What?
Something like that. Like a buck.
Like a deer that's covered in fur, but naked because it doesn't have pants.
Yeah, it doesn't have pants.
But butt naked refers to your body being naked, right?
No. That just means that your butt itself is naked.
Okay, you're correct. It's not butt naked. It's buck naked.
Yeah.
See? And buck naked is the original term. But there's no one's sure where it came from. It's just, butt is not correct. It's buck naked. Just ask my mom. She likes to tell us this all the time.
You used to say it was butt naked?
We would hear it, or somebody would say it in our company, and she's like, it's not butt naked, it's buck naked, just so you know.
Yeah.
Or actually, this is my mom's, just saying. Just saying. And we're like, we get it, Mom. You're just saying.
I predict, is Flip 'em Off going to be one of the quizzes?
No. No, but I'm going to be brutally honest about one that I've been saying wrong my entire life, and I had no clue.
Okay. What's that?
All intensive purposes.
Oh, you thought, okay.
So what is it really?
Intents and purposes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no idea. I've been saying for all intensive purposes, let's just make sure we do the blah, 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 blah.
So you've just learned this as a result of this article that you're...
Just learned it.
Wow.
We learn and grow on Matt and Kate. We don't judge on Matt and Kate, right?
I'm impressed that you admitted to that one.
I know.
So being like, oh yeah, I've always known that. Sure.
Especially how judgy you sound.
No,
I've been saying it right my whole life. Totally.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. What about nip it in the butt?
Oh, you're nipping that one in the bud.
In the bud.
Yeah.
I know lots of people who say nip it in the butt, and I think they think nip it in the butt because of cigarettes, right?
Oh, okay.
That's the confusion?
I don't know if that's where they got it from, or
okay,
just or what. But bud makes sense, right? Because it's like, oh, you got to nip that before it becomes a flower.
As in a weed you should cut before it grows anymore.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm good at this game. Anymore?
Yeah, I got one that I feel really, really judgy when I hear people say it, and I want to correct them, but I just let them go. When you say your life took a total 360. Have you ever heard anybody say that? So I do a total 360.
Right, yeah, 360, turn things around or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, that means you've done a full circle. But if your life takes a 180, then you're backwards. But if you say, my life took a total 360, it's like, so then you just turned it all the way around? Like, what is that? Yeah. So when people say 360 instead of 180, 360 meaning the degrees in a circle, right?
Yes.
And 180 would be halfway. So for the listener who doesn't know their geometry. Yeah. You don't turn a 360 unless you're doing the hokey pokey, okay?
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about.
Yep. That's what it's all about. Gosh, I used to love roller skating to the hokey pokey. That was good times. But
I was horrible at it.
Were you?
Yeah, I'm not very good at it. I need to get on some roller skates again. Try that out.
Have you ever rollerbladed?
See how that goes. Yeah.
I've never rollerbladed.
I think I had rollerblades for a little bit as a kid. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I've never rollerbladed. I've only roller skated. Because I have a feeling that rollerblading is going to be like ice skating. where it's going to hurt my ankles a lot. It's going to put a lot of pressure on my ankles. Not like, all of a sudden I'm on a sheet of ice, but...
You should try a week where you just, instead of walking, you rollerblade places. Take the dog for a walk, get on a rollerblade.
Well, I would rather roller skate places.
Or roller skate, either way.
Yeah, I loved roller skating. Gosh, I loved roller skating. Loved it.
Or get that part-time Sonic job.
I know. I was always tipping real generous to the car hops on skates.
And side-eyeing the ones that weren't?
No, just not tipping them because
not tipping them.
That's not true. I would tip them, just not tip them as generous. Because I think it's difficult to be roller skating and then carrying somebody's food and drinks.
Yeah.
Like, no pressure. Everybody's watching.
Doing all kinds of 360s.
Yeah. Backward skate. Now, backward skating I was never good at.
All right, do you have any more of these phrases to test me on or no? Is that all?
I think you're going to get the last one. So it's not as much of a quiz, but
okay.
The phrase getting off scot-free.
Yeah.
In print, scot-free. 1 T or 2?
Oh.
When you say we're getting off scot-free, do you mean the name Scott?
Oh, I see. 1 T.
1 T. Do you know why?
Because of Scottish people?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know why, though?
Scot-free. You got off without having to encounter a Scotsperson. No, I give up.
Okay. It's an Old English...
Something to do with Braveheart.
It's an Old English word for tax. So if you use 2 T's, it's like saying you didn't want to hang out with anyone named Scott. But if it's 1 T, it's Scottish. Like you got off scot-free because you didn't get taxed as much because you were Scottish instead of English.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, no.
Yeah. And I didn't think it would date all the way back to, Highlanders, but there you go.
You have any more Scottish accent you want to show off?
No.
No?
No, I'm not very good, but
That's what makes it great.
I know, Matt. That's why I've got to stop while I'm ahead, because I don't stop around my children. I just let it roll because it annoys them.
your Irish or your Scottish accent?
Yeah, and my Irish accent is a little bit more sing-songy because that's the way that Irish people talk. It's a little like sing-songy. It's very pretty, and Scottish are like, "Arr." So that's official, by the way. And as well as like the fist, like, yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm real glad we don't have a webcam, but describing that was real bad.
I thought it was great.
I know.
I still just want you to lean into it, Kate.
Lean in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Recite a limerick or something. I don't know.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Okay.
No, Matt, you're supposed to say stop. We're going to get in trouble. Don't finish that sentence. Don't finish that limerick.
Oh.
Matt, that's a famous one.
How does it end? How does it end?
Well, it rhymes with Nantucket. So
there once was a man from Nantucket
who
got on his knees and no, I actually don't know the rest of it. I
didn't want to live long, so he kicked a bucket. Nope,
okay.
That's not how it ends.
It's a man from Nantucket.
Are you Googling it?
Should I?
No, I was just going to say, if you're Googling it, make sure you're not on the company. Go on the inconspicuous.
They don't care. They want us to search bad
things. It's research. It's research, guys.
Exactly. Show prep.
I mean, I did get an email from HR this morning, of which I haven't read yet, so I hope it's not like, we've been monitoring you, and you should not talk on the radio.
Make me nervous just saying that. Nantucket man born with no arms receives a prosthetic arm.
I don't know if that's the one I was thinking of. You can't say how it ends, though, right?
There's a Wikipedia. It says, there once was a man from Nantucket is the opening line for many limericks, Kate, in which the name of the island of Nantucket creates often ribald rhymes and puns. It's a fun word.
Maybe we should have Fun Word Fridays.
A vulgar, lewdly funny person. A low bass fellow.
I feel like that's on my resume.
A profligate. A ruffian, Kate. A person of lewd habits. Applied particularly to one who is coarse, abusive, or obscene in language. Yeah, that's Kate.
Sounds like it.
The protagonist in the obscene versions is typically portrayed as well-endowed and hypersexualized. Is that right?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
I've heard many a limerick about the island of Nantucket.
You have?
All of which I have. But I can't repeat any of them.
Well, darn.
I know.
Oh, one of the... Ooh, gee.
Yeah, exactly. See?
Okay. I see it.
Hello? Which makes me...
Wow. Yeah, okay. I see it.
Yep. There it is.
I get it. Thanks, Kate.
Anytime.
If my ear was a...
Matt.
Oh,
we can't even put these on our Facebook page. I'm going to get another email from HR, I'm pretty sure.
I sure hope not. HR, people in HR shouldn't be listening to this show. Come on. In our company, HR, if you're in HR...
carry on.
Please listen to our show. If you are HR for Eagle Radio...
Hi, Shannon.
Actually, yes, please keep listening. Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Right.
When you were like, there it is, and I was going to say McFly, which is, of course, a Back to the Future reference, but I saw just a headline today, like, how does a DeLorean maneuver the drive-thru? And I'm thinking, it's been 30 plus years. Are we just now wondering about that? Because isn't that why the DeLorean didn't work out? Because people couldn't park in regular parking spots? Does the window not open to get food? It just, the door goes up to the side where it's really obnoxious.
Is that right?
Yeah.
DeLorean's windows can't roll down?
Now, see, I don't know that for sure. That was my, doesn't it? But there was a DeLorean's that went through our favorite place, Matt, McDonald's. And the doors would raise, they would grab food and go along their merry way. I'm like, if you're driving a DeLorean, isn't that part of the fun that, you've got to open the door versus the window? If you're the drive-through worker, you'd be like, come on, open the door. Show me.
Yeah, my guess is that their driver's side window just failed, would be my guess.
Is the flux capacitor in there?
That's kind of a time-honored tradition of being in the drive-through and having to open your door.
A time-honored tradition.
Yeah, a tradition unlike any other.
Nice.
The Masters and drive-through.
Is that Jim Nance over there?
Yeah.
There was one time where I rolled up in the drive-through and I rolled down the back window and I just had Finley get the food. Because
yours was busted?
No. I can't remember. I was either doing something. Maybe it was just that they were getting ice cream or they were getting something for themselves or something. I don't know.
Okay. The doors featured small cutout windows because full-sized windows would not be fully retractable within the short door panels. Some miniature windows there. Okay. Interesting.
I mean, back in the day, those would be crank windows too, right?
Yeah, which I proudly feature on my vehicle.
Proudly.
Yeah, every once in a while someone tries to get you to roll down your window and like, sorry, my arm isn't long enough to reach over there. On that side. Yeah.
So do you just do the rolling action at them and then the hands up like, well, sorry, it's a crank.
Yeah, like I do like a little rolling pantomime and then do like, not going to happen.
And then you speed off. Sucker.
I give them the hand signal.
Like Dikembe Mutombo?
Yeah, like an air wicka wicka. Kind of. Best way I can describe that motion. Okay, so what?
DeLoreans.
DeLoreans, yeah.
McFly.
So there's some of the Teslas have doors like that.
Oh.
Like DeLoreans, yeah. And they're engineered in such a way that they can open okay in like a garage or whatever.
Gotcha.
I think that's right.
I was behind a Tesla the other day.
Oh yeah, you honk at them?
No. I just was like, the Tesla.
Elon Musk is hosting SNL soon. Did you see that?
I saw that with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. Hope they're planning on having Miley do some of the lifting there, because I imagine...
I don't think he's going to be very funny.
I don't think so. I agree.
Big name, big grab, but...
Yeah.
I also don't see him, like, rehearsing that week. You know, it's pretty intense, the rehearsals and the writing.
Yeah. Seems like something he would totally blow off.
I could see him, like, on his phone or his tablet or whatever, like, yeah, right, sure, sorry, busy. Yeah, I don't see him like, hey, Elon, what do you think about...
Yeah, I don't see him being, like, a funny person. I don't know.
No. Well, he's got to have some sense of humor because he named his child some kind of digits or something, so...
Yeah, he gave his kid an unpronounceable name.
Right.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend has alien scar tattoos on her back. So there must be some level of like, wouldn't it be funny if...
Yeah.
But I don't know that it's mainstream. Ha ha ha, wouldn't it be funny if...
He's kind of an internet troll, you know?
Is he?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he got into trouble with the FTC, I think, over, like, you know, we're going to take... He's making some, like, stock commentary on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Which got him in trouble. Like, we're going to do this at $420 a share. He was doing some kind of... I forget what he was riffing on.
Trips to the moon?
I don't. That's a good guess, but I don't know.
Okay. I don't stay awake for Saturday Night Live anyways. But if there's some guests coming up, I'm like, ooh, I'm looking forward to seeing those, you know, YouTube videos the next day. I'm like, not going to hit up any of those.
I bet you they do, Lena. I bet you Miley ends up appearing in multiple sketches.
Oh, yeah. I bet you she does more than just the musical guest, yeah.
It seems like she should be doing that. I don't know. I just,
for sure,
I can't see him carrying the show.
Hey, Miley, okay, we've got you scheduled for music, but we're going to need you to pitch in a little bit more because we've got Musk and he's just out to lunch. So
he's out
mind doing some, like you said, heavy lifting? Yeah, thanks.